Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to continue lesson number 13, that is perfect tenses. In the previous class we have already studied about the present perfect tense, and today we are going to study about the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense. What is the past perfect tense? Past perfect tense expresses an action completed at some point in the past time before another action was begun. Past perfect tense expresses an action completed at some point in the past time. Any action which completed in the past time before another action was begun. Let's see this through this example. So, look at the example. The train had left before I reached the station. The train had left before I reached the station. Had left indicates the past perfect tense. Here we can see two actions. Had left. Clear? The train had left. Action of leaving. And then before I reached, another action we can see here, action of reaching. So dear children, it expresses an action completed at some time in the past before another action was begun. The train had left. One action is completed in the past before another action started. Here you can see the train had left. One action is over in the past before I reach the station. Another action of reaching we can see here. So, dear children, in other words we can say the past perfect tense help us to distinguish between actions that have taken place in the near past and the ones that took place in the distant past. Let's see the structure, how we frame different kinds of sentences in past perfect tense. Once again I am repeating, the past perfect tense expresses an action completed in the past before another action was begun. Clear? Before another action started, one action is already completed in the past. Now dear children, look at the board. How do we frame the affirmative sentence in past perfect tense? The structure of past perfect tense is the helping verb, the auxiliary verb had we use plus third form of the verb. This is the structure of past perfect tense. We use the auxiliary verb had plus third form of the verb. See how we make affirmative sentence or assertive sentence. Subject plus had plus third form of the verb and then object or the complement. She had deposited her fees. She is the subject. Had, auxiliary verb. Third form of the verb deposit, that is deposited her fees, that is the object. Now look at the negative sentence. How do we frame negative sentence? Subject come, this followed by the helping verb had plus not, the word of negation, plus third form of the verb and then the object. Look at the example. They is the subject, had auxiliary verb, not the word of negation, done. It is the third form of the verb. Clear? Do, did, done. Okay, third form of the verb. Do anything wrong. They had not done anything wrong. Likewise, we frame the negative sentence in past perfect tense. Now, See how we make interrogative sentence in past perfect tense. We use the helping verb had in the beginning of the sentence. Clear? Had we use in the beginning of the sentence, followed by the subject, then the third form of the verb, object or complement, and at last the question mark. Clear? So let's see the example. Had she switched off the TV before going to bed? Had, auxiliary verb. She is the subject. Switched, third form of the verb, switched off the TV before going to bed. Question mark at the end. Dear children, always remember, in past perfect tense, we use the helping verb had. Clear? It is the form of have verbs. We have already studied form of have verbs. These are has, have and had. Clear? In present tense, present perfect, we use has and have, and in past perfect tense, we use had. And that we use whether the subject is singular or plural for both kind of subjects. Clear? With I, we, you, they, he, she, it, all the singulars and all the plural subjects, we use the helping verb had in the past perfect tense. Clear? So this is about the past perfect tense, the structure of different kinds of sentences we studied right now. And dear children, once again I am telling you, it is an action completed in the past. Clear? It expresses an action completed in the past before another action was begun. Clear? One action completed in the past before another action began. Clear? Before beginning the other action, one action is already finished in the past. To express this kind of situation, we use the past perfect tense. In affirmative or assertive sentences, we use the structure, subject, then the auxiliary verb had, and the third form of the verb. In negative sentences, the structure of the sentence is the subject, then the auxiliary verb had, and then the word of negation, that is not, and then the third form of the verb, and followed by the object or the complement. And in interrogative sentences, we always begin the sentence with the auxiliary verb, that is had. Sentences beginning with the auxiliary verb had and followed by the subject, third form of the verb, and the object. Clear? And always remember to put question mark at the end. Never forget to put question mark. Whenever you are writing interrogative sentences, you should finish this with the sign, with the punctuation mark, that is the question mark. I hope you understood the topic past perfect tense. And here you can see on page number 52, the exercise 2 is given on the basis of this topic. So try to solve this. What do you have to do? Supply the past perfect tense of the verbs in the brackets. Here you have to use the structure. You remember, had plus third form of the verb. Verb is already given in the bracket. Clear? So I hope you will be able to do it. Try to solve this. Thank you.